Obama's region.
Also, it's better to speak in front of the microphone.
Whatever he wants, he's the boss.
Well, just very briefly, today I think President of the Security Council for the month of December, Parliamentary Representative of Burkina Faso, I think quite sure is going to have a meeting with the press. So just to respond to some of the inquiry. We listened with great anticipation and expectation to the statement by President Obama of the United States on Afghanistan. I think it has been very carefully worked out and prepared. And I think the message is very clear that this is a time not the give up, the hope. No, instead of that, we all of us, not only the United States, European partners, but also partner in our part in Asia too. Japan is also, as a country of Asia, very much interested in the priority issue of Afghanistan. We should all work together for the stability of Afghanistan. President Karzai has a second term. International community have to do all, and depending on this, the constitutional or legal the framework. Some countries are very much strong in the security area, the military and other things. Some countries are very strong in the non-military area, recovery and reintegration area. This is the category that Japan is very, very, I think, strong in this area. Japanese government has made a very serious commitment, and $5 billion next 5 years to help the Afghanistan for recovery and the stability through the area that we have been engaged, but also we're exploring additional support in this area. I think all of this effort, international community, are needed now. So I think it's extremely important message, not only the American people, but all the rest of the world.
Given your statement, what you just said about the importance of the type of effort that Japan is supporting in particular, how concerned are you about the situation with UNAMA in terms of how much they've been set back or continue to be constrained and will be constrained going ahead in the near, at least in the near term, by the guest house bombing in their ability to assist the new strategy?
This is exactly the highest priority of our concern, particularly a member of Security Council and member of United Nations. The support to the Afghanistan is not only limited the part of the UNAMA, but I think UNAMA has the crucial role to play from our point of view, because as you say, the political process and the stability and other things of Afghanistan it should be coordinated most effectively, and UN is located in the best place. As you're saying that unfortunately the UNAMA, the staff has been losing lives, and attack was unacceptable attack took place. And I think what we have been doing since then has been to support continuously the role of UNAMA, but we should provide means to do that. Mainly, obviously, as you say, the location of the member of the UNAMA outside Afghanistan is necessary for those places that the security is not good enough. But as the Secretary General has been mentioning, and we are strongly behind his effort, that additional immediate measure should be taken to strengthen the security of the staff, and this temporary location will be a limited duration. So therefore, in due course, they will go back, and additional staff will be there, because their presence inside Afghanistan is essential, absolutely essential, to carry out activities that the Security Council is asking them to do, and particularly in the area of the non-military, the civilian part of political area, the integration, support in the President Obama mentioned yesterday, for instance, the agriculture area, rural development area, for instance. Those areas need, I think, coordinating role of UNAMA very much. So from Japanese point of view, we very much hope that this additional security measure will be taken immediately, and we are very much strongly supportive of that, I must tell you. And then this, the UNAMA staff, UN staff, on the ground will be in a position to provide necessary support and
Is there a lot of doubt? Is there a lot of doubt in your mind, though, as to whether that's going to be able? They're going to be able to, given the constraints they're under, and given the time it's going to take to reinforce facilities and build and execute the plan.
This is an issue that the Security Council members has been talking very closely and frequently with Secretary General himself about this, and the Secretary General was always reminding us that international staff who have been living in certain housing, which security cannot be guaranteed, have to be located for temporary, 4 to 6 weeks, and depending on how in recovery. And the United Nations is doing a serious effort to concentrate on those locations that the staff have been housed. And he also mentioned there are 1,000 Afghan UN staff, we call national staff, and they are doing main work on this. So therefore, that some of the press report that UN, as if UN has been derogating entirely. So therefore, only skeleton effort, staff are located in Afghanistan. So therefore, not much you cannot expect from UN. That is a completely wrong impression, and I don't think it is anybody in Security Council and the United Nations who are taking that kind of position. No. The UNAMA should stay, and then they're staying. And it's not work, a lot of important work is done by local Afghan staff of United Nations. I think, this is not an area that probably maybe not reported well, but I think UN has a very strong presence still inside Afghanistan. Sorry.
On Darfur, one question. What does Japan think of Ibrahim Gambari as an SRSG to UNAMID, and also how it would relate to the good officer's role in Myanmar?
Well, I know, Mr. Gambari very well personally, and the time when he was head of Department of Political Affairs. Obviously, he has a long career, and I think he's a perfect choice. He is, in fact, frankly speaking, overqualified, because he has been responsible for the UN political operations on the ground. So therefore, I think the time when this situation in the Sudan require the high political attention and leadership, because it's not simply the UNAMID, but also political, process, which has been also closely involved in this process. So that I think he's the heavyweight, experienced, respected. He used to be foreign minister even in Nigeria, and Nigeria has an important role to play too. So therefore, his combination of national and then UN and other regional experiences makes him perfect, I think, ideal, I think, leader.
What about Myanmar? Do you think he's going to continue in the good officer's role, or are you going to have to?
Well, that is up to the Secretary General, and I hope he will make a very good choice for the special the advisor on Myanmar. That I think continue to need, of course, attention from United Nations. Yes, perhaps Japanese. Yeah.
今日はアフガン問題について何か発言や議論っていうのはあったんでしょうか、ないんでしょうか。
今日は産業計画ということで12月の産業をやるということが決まったんで、アフガニスタンについては特に議論になっておりません。今の産業日程についても今日の午後にお話になると思いますけれども。